Shannon Watts is on the line with us. Shannon is the founder of Moms Demand Action for Gun Sense in America, now part of Everytown for Gun Safety. MomsDemandAction.org is the website. Shannon, welcome to the program.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us. I understand that you all had a meeting recently and a bunch of armed guys showed up. Do I have that right?
Yeah, that's right. Our Kentucky and our Ohio chapters were having a joint meeting in Covington, Kentucky, which is right on the border. And, it was just a meeting to talk about membership and about the fact that we're working for stronger gun laws. We're not in any way anti-gun. Many of our moms are actually gun owners. And this organization found out about it, and actually it was just a group of people who like to intimidate people, and they showed up at a completely public space with guns to sort of intimidate our moms, sat in the front row, and unfortunately, state law in 2013 made that completely legal in city-owned spaces. Wow.
I would have introduced them as by saying, well, it looks like representatives of the Small Penis Gun Club are here.
I think our moms were very, very gracious. They actually asked them to wear Moms Demand Action pins if they were going to attend, and they posed with signs. It sort of was sad, ultimately, that they came to intimidate us and ended up being sort of befriended by the moms. But, it was clearly an attempt to intimidate us. And frankly, this is not a novel experience. Anytime we have events in this country, we are surrounded typically by men who are concealed or open carrying to prove a point. They're trying to intimidate and silence us. We have kids, we have families with us, and the laws in this country have allowed these people, these extremists, to use the Second Amendment to chill the First.
Yeah. Yeah, that's absolutely true. And so but let's talk for a moment about MomsDemandAction.org. Where did the group come from? What are you all doing? And what's the call for action? How can people who are listening help you out?
Absolutely. I was a stay-at-home mom in Indiana, outside of Indianapolis, when Sandy Hook happened. And I went online immediately and thought, there's got to be a Mothers Against Drunk Driving for gun safety in this country. And I couldn't find anything, so I thought, well, I know how to start a Facebook page. I'll do that. And what I intended to be an online discussion about gun violence ended up being an offline movement. Here we are 3.5 years later. We have a chapter in every single state of the country. We have more than 3.5 million members. And our moms show up every day at state houses to block bad bills by the gun lobby and to pass good bills like background checks for all gun sales. And people can join us. They can go to MomsDemandAction.org and find the chapter in their state. Or you can go to @MomsDemand, which is our Twitter handle, and find out what we're doing every single day. But we have used the power of moms to, as I said, block bad bills. Last legislative session, we stopped 64 bad gun lobby bills from passing.
Wow.
We have passed background check laws in Washington and Oregon State. We're getting ready to do it this year in Nevada and Maine. And we've also used our wallets. We have gotten more than a dozen major retailers and restaurants to prohibit open carry. Restaurants like Chipotle and outlets like Target. And we just, in fact, in the state of Texas, open carry was passed and became law starting January 1st. We've gotten over 400 Texas businesses to say they will not allow open carry inside their businesses. So we're making a real impact every day, and we're building momentum that will eventually get Congress to do the right thing.
That is amazing. You are the poster child for activism. It's amazing. Child is the wrong word, but you know what I'm saying.
Poster woman. Thank you.
Yeah, there you go. We're talking with Shannon Watts. She is the founder of Moms Demand Action for Gun Sense in America. The website, MomsDemandAction.org. The Twitter handle, @MomsDemand or @Shannon Watts. Or @Everytown, and or all of the above. And Shannon, Mothers Against Drunk Driving was started by a woman whose child was killed by a drunk driver, if my recollection is correct. And
yes.
Many of the early activists in that organization were people whose lives had been turned upside down by a drunk driver. Are you finding that the Moms Demand Action moms, the people who are signing up for this, have been similarly affected, or is this more people who want to prevent finding themselves in that situation, or both?
Well, we have a mix of both. I have never been directly impacted by gun violence. That said, in this country where 90 people are shot and killed every single day, 1 in 3 people have been impacted by a loved one who has been injured or killed by gun violence. So in America, we're all sort of victims of gun violence because it's so prevalent in our country. But we have a lot of moms who have joined our organization, moms who lost children in Sandy Hook, moms who lost children at the Gabby Gifford shooting. These are, to me, the most courageous of all people because they have turned their pain into activism to help others from, to prevent them from going through that similar kind of pain. And then there are just a lot of everyday type A moms who wake up every day and have figured out how to carve dozens more hours out of their schedule every week to make sure that their families, their communities aren't impacted by gun violence. We have another program called Be Smart, where we just go around the country educating people about what is responsible storage of your gun. Locked, unloaded, separate from ammunition. We've given over 500 presentations in the last year, and that's all our volunteer mom base. So, there's...
This is not anti-gun. This is pro-gun safety.
Not at all. Not at all. Many of our moms are gun owners. Some of them are members of the NRA.
Right.
This is about common sense gun safety laws.
Yeah. This is truly remarkable. We're talking with Shannon Watts. The website is momsdemandaction.org. The organization Moms Demand Action for Gun Sense in America, now part of Everytown for Gun Safety. And Shannon, you're doing God's work. It's absolutely marvelous what you're doing. I thank you so much.
Nice to meet you.
Not only for being on our program, but for just, being the person who decided, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm really impressed. Shannon, thank you so much.
Thank you.
To watch more clips from our programs, hit the Watch More Videos button over here. And please be sure to hit the handy-dandy subscribe button so you'll always be up to date. Tag, you're it.